Morning, everyone. It's Andrew here. Wanted to reach out and chat with everyone about machine learning AI. Now, this seems like it might be a bit of a jump from mining, but it really isn't, because I've looked at everything moving forward in this great new shift, or this new or whatever you want to call it, Web 3.0 that's coming, the fourth industrial revolution. Machine learning AI, this is going to be critical for moving forward, and not only for mining, but for every aspect of life. And that's what makes me quite interested in this. Never mind the fact that you can't have any of your machines from machine learning or programming, the software, the hardware, unless you actually have mining. So they are tied very closely together. And the company that really sticks out right now, for a number of reasons, is Predictive AI. This is a Canadian company that we're going to get into a bit more depth with. But they have, amongst other things, a number of sensor products that are going to be critical moving forward. One that works with weather and data and weather. And that I find fascinating, but I'll spare you that one right now, simply because I've looked at weather features in the 90s. That's going to be entirely interesting on another level moving forward. But right now, of critical importance and urgency is their thermal pass technology. And the way you can vision this, and it's quite simple, and we'll embed some videos here too as well, is that in every entranceway and in every high traffic location, whether it's a bus or train station, at the airport, schools, movie theaters, big arenas, you name it, they'll have these walk-through sensor technology that are not evasive. So they're not it's not shooting radiation through you or anything of that nature, but it's able to do 1,200 temperature readings per second. So it's able to capture enough people that are walking through and can tell if you've got a fever. Now, it's not telling you if you've got COVID, but a fever is usually an indication of a flu or coronavirus or COVID. And having this is critical today, because just that one indicator is enough for someone to say, listen, maybe I won't go here. Maybe even with a mask, I'm not going to go work out. I'm not going to go to this show. It's the first easy, non-invasive ease and comfort that we can have for addressing the new normal that we face. And let's not kid ourselves moving forward. With the way that travel and with the way that we live, and people just freely traveling from one place to another, that's an open season to any kind of pandemic, regardless of COVID-19. And not only that, I look at this, even if you just pare it back very simply. Whenever I used to go to the gym, there would be people that would like to work out their flu or their cold, and they would come and they would try to sweat it out. That's selfishly not a great plan, because A, it doesn't really work. Two, you're going to infect everyone in the gym. And even if it's just a miserable, terrible cold, that's terrible, because you're going to miss work, or you might infect people at work. It costs money to the economy when this happens. So this technology is going to revolutionize how we interact, because it's going to give someone fair warning that, listen, you're coming down with something, take care of yourself. And in that way, you'll be able to take care of others as well. So I see this, and especially because it's not evasive, as being critical. So one has to ask, who else is doing this type of technology, which we'll get into in a research piece. There are a couple other companies doing this, but where the key driver here, where it's so good, is not only that the price point is fair and good, is that there's no picture taking. They're not capturing your image. It's staying anonymous. They're just informing you, listen, you can't come into the ball game because you've got a fever. Go home, take care of yourself. That avoids a lot of issues with privacy and human rights, and any of that nature, which moving forward, we all know these types of issues are very, very pertinent. So this technology is going to be a game changer. And of course, the next question one has to ask is, I think people can get in their head how this works and why it's so important. Is this the team that's going to be able to deliver? Can this management team meet the demand, the massive demand that's going to come from not only government organizations and corporate organizations to have people come back to work, but for any of these big events, NHL, hockey games, you name it, can they deliver? So that's going to be our next piece that we're going to look at is, does this group have the team that can deliver those kind of results? I say yes, but we'll delve into that later. Take care and take a look at Predictive AI.